Alright, sorry about the delay. I was literally about to start, and then the second I tried starting my doggy, it decided to just try to come sit on my chair. I was like, okay. But yeah, anyways, just sharing this real quick. Alright, and we should be good. So I will begin. Alright, so I finally got inventory to a place where I am actually happy and am actually able to do stuff. By that I mean I actually can like set up new items. I can actually set up new equipment. There's actually ammo stacks. And I mean I did last time I did this was like a couple days ago, and I already showed it where I can actually like change like item and inventory stuff. Now I gotta work on the actual like logic. Like I actually have it where, you know, I can swing sword and stuff like that. If you notice over here, I have a bomb data, and you can even see as I drop bombs go down, like the current bomb stack goes down. If I actually open this chest, okay, so I haven't made the animation for like grabbing an item yet. That is one thing I'll be needing to do. But here, grabbed it, I got bombs, yay. And if I actually go over here, I need to change the actual camera confiner stuff so you can actually see the thing. Or I was adjusting the math formula for it, but if I actually go in here, I can drop a bomb and it actually opens up walls now. So yeah, I know we've been staring at this dungeon for a while, but the thing is I've been creating so many foundational stuff. Like what I've been making here works for every dungeon and also the overworld. So cool. Let's start with what do we need to do next? We need to burn stuff. Yeah. I mean, that's literally it. We actually got to start doing stuff like that. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to turn that off. Sorry if you guys heard that. But yeah. So I need to make it where I need to work on the actual like. Oh, I forgot. I'm gonna actually disable. You know, we're gonna disable the rooms, like the enemy spawner, just for this one room. Room character spawner. There we go. So basically today I need to start setting up improved like siege satchel stuff. Now since I actually got everything, from here on out we should be able to like make stuff a lot faster, which is good. So let's actually start making stuff and start just talking about it. Real quick, you might notice that like the camera confiner is a little bit off. I need to actually fix that real quick. I was changing to formulas, and I just I didn't introduce a bug. I just need to like change the actual like values on the inspector. So if I actually go here and go to the, I believe it's room controller. Oh yeah, I made it where it's that. So oh, it's the stints. The stints is what's a little off. Okay. So I changed a couple of things we did. So we're gonna be going to the inventory and stuff like that I mentioned earlier. But I want to just change a couple of things. One, I actually want to make it where like the camera can actually see better. Okay, yeah. So if you notice, like it works on the right side. And it's okay, somewhat okay on the bottom, but then we have like the top and left. So I gotta just actually like maneuver a couple things. I thought about how I was gonna do this. I think it's mainly, I need to like change like the actual like offsetting of the bounds. So like if I actually change offset bounds, you'll notice that it doesn't exactly go to where you would expect. So let's actually try this. I am going to see. Yeah, I think that's literally what I need to do. So I just need to actually change. I'm going to automate this. You know, we're going to automate this. So at the current moment, whenever the camera confiner, or like, we're going to spend just like 5 minutes on this because it's going to be slightly annoying to be testing out certain rooms, especially with torches being outside real quick. Basically, when we're gonna need to go, and I need to actually figure out where we're actually like getting the finer balance. Let's go here. I believe it should be inside camera controller. Yeah, equals new balance, blah blah blah. Update camera balance. and basically make sure, yeah. So public set void, and there should also be some, right. I need to move because some of these logic stuff actually is down here. Okay, yeah, player camera. Right, it's this. This is what I need to do. Room controller equals room camera mounts. Yep, that's it. Room camera bounds equals, yeah, okay. So basically, physics AAB, oh yeah, I was trying to make it where like it just matches the actual size of like actual like well, maybe it'd be better if I, you know what, we're gonna make it where you guys can actually see this because I actually disabled this just because it was slightly like visually in the way, and I'm gonna actually enable like some of the physics rendering. So let's actually go here. I'm gonna click on here. You'll notice that we have like this little like blue outline and stuff. So I need to actually, or sorry, not blue, green. I need to actually change this. So yeah, let's actually do this. Because at the current moment, yeah, center is, oh well, did I manage to just like nuke all this? Yeah, you know what, we're gonna do this. Room controller, because at the current moment, the room controller basically allows me to pass in a value, but, and I was just gonna actually, oh, yeah, there we go. We're gonna do this instead. Visiting game object. There we go. Collision. Alright, yeah, where's calling component? And calling component should be Yeah, okay. There should be a. Oh, I'm just blind. I was like, why do I not see it? No, I'm just blind. That's fine. Alright, there we go. Okay, yeah, so also, that should have made it where I could like see all them. All okay. How about this? All bodies, no, and all shape bounds. There we go. So that's what I was looking for. All right, so we're gonna turn off like some stuff like gizmos in a second so we can see better. So there is this little basically shape collider, and you can see like I'll remove it so you can see that's that. The rectangle properties is basically how I am controlling how like big this like size and stuff is for the like camera bounds. I need to fix that a little bit. So what I'm thinking about is actually making it where whenever we're gonna just do this. I'm gonna make it where there's actually like a vector 2, and basically vector 2 and room tile size. I'm actually gonna say like 15 by 10. I can't actually remember what it is. And I'm gonna just make it where like I set how big like the room is for that. And that's probably going to be a lot easier to calculate. That way we can actually have like an actual trigger that changes the camera view can be different compared to like whenever, like how big the camera boundary is. I should have probably done that a long time ago but yeah, oh well. I'm going to actually grab the, that, and I am going to actually open up the tile palette. Well, okay, I would open up the tile palette if it actually. I don't have the tile palette open, and yet the option does not appear. Normally, there's a. Normally, you can just like open up. Oh, it's literally like morphed up here. Whoa, Unity, what is that? That's fun. Anyways, whatever. Let's do this. I want to actually select a couple. I want to see like if this actually gives the new information now. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So. They actually updated the tile map editor so you could actually see like default size and stuff like that. And there's also like a sync button, so you'll notice that there's like a sync active palette. We're going to be using that to make this so much easier. All right, so I'm also going to just like shove this over here. So I can actually go here. I can actually get like the actual grid selection size. Okay, yeah, so 1511. I was off by one. So what we're going to do is I'm going to actually go here. I'm going to actually go where we are saying the room camera bounds. And I'm actually going to say room camera bounds equals, let's say, yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, we do need actual like a, yeah, that actually works. If I actually check this out, where is the, where does it consider the local actual point? Oh, there's actually a grid like center mode. Yeah, okay, so if we actually did that, okay, then maybe it says, okay, so consider center over here because, you know, tile maps aren't actually based on that. But can you actually just grab the pivot of a tile? Like, I wonder, can you grab the tile map pivot? Because that would actually be the perfect thing here. Because I don't want to actually use this size. Unless I want to just say, actually I could just say, you know, I want to try this real quick. Mathematically, this might actually be all I need. Actually, you know, I might be just like really overthinking this. Mathematically, this might actually be what I need. I'm gonna say vector, actually, 1 1. We're gonna test this out real quick. Before I do anything, because that actually might be just all I need, mathematic wise. We'll see. We will see. Actually, that might need to be 2. Because that'll only actually have like a. Oh no, wait, that might be right. Nope. Okay, yeah, I was right. I need a 2. All right. Yeah. So camera math, but at least he got like the right side, and should have got the bottom side correct. So all I need to do. Okay, yeah. So all I need to do is actually fix some, like, do a couple tweaks for that. So what I could do is, no joke, minus new vector, and I could just say 0.5, 0.5, FF, and we're gonna see if this actually works. That way, like, it also gets the left wall and the right wall. Oh, I was right. You do need to. Yeah, like I said, sorry. I just want to fix this camera thing. Reason why I had to change it, the original math formula. Well, I'm not gonna go into, like, it's a little bit of a boring talk, but yeah. Oh. Because we need to do negative on the Y part. Actually, yeah, we can just say, yeah, that way we do like a little bit off. And I was right. I do need to actually do 2 here, which means I might actually need to do like yeah, I might actually need to just like do this, because this needs to be like half of whatever I'm adding. But that should do it. I know, 13 minutes of like thinking about things. You know, I'm starting to get back into like being a living thing. I guess I would say that sounds so weird. That just sounds so weird saying that. Okay, okay. Looks like I'm off like by 0.5. Yeah, it literally looks like I'm off like by 0.5. Like on that. Oh, wait a second. So what if, all right, so yeah, so, oh boy, oh wow. So that is interesting. It's close to what I want, I guess. So, all right, so I need to actually do this instead. The center actually needs to, this actually needs to be like Oh no, I actually deleted the negative there. I was like, man, that seems a little off. All right, so like before I hit save here, I want to make sure. So that's only off because I accidentally like I accidentally erased the negative thing. So now I feel like I'm still 0.5 off on the offset. All right, this is gonna be weird. I like this. Just feels like magic number math, and I don't like that. I really don't like that. So I wanna just check out this real quick. Afterwards, I'm never gonna touch that formula ever again. Never touch that formula ever again. All right. Ooh. Feel like that actually got worse. Okay, well, whatever. Yeah, so I'll just worry about the camera like later. I was just wanting to see like a couple of things. So I want to see like for the camera. Oh yeah, so if I go here, I do 1.5. Okay, so yeah. So all right, wait. Oh, okay, I see what it is. Yeah. Oh yeah, so that needs to be 1.5. And this needs to be negative 1.5. Okay, well, that's fun. Why is the like the Globot's adding like random oh no, that's because my bounding box is not exactly the same. Yeah, so yeah, okay. +2, yeah, so that's +1. All right, so yeah, instead what I need to do is I actually need to actually instead of doing like that, what if oh, I know why it's so off. Okay, fun fact. Okay, so watch what happens when the camera boundaries. We're gonna go to the Ember Seed things in a second. I technically already got them where they spawn. I just need to actually do the logic. Like I already got like some of the item stuff. Hey, I apologize, Uflever. Man, that sounds like that reminds me of like a German style name. I apologize if I said your name wrong. But hey, welcome to the stream. Yeah. I've been creating the foundation system to recreate it. After I finish the foundation system, that's when I'm going to actually like start like focusing on like content. But I feel like in the foundation stuff is actually like the most important. Getting that set up. Okay, yeah. So if I do that, yeah. Okay, so the instance need. Okay, yeah. So 0.5 is actually. It's like 0 though. Feels okay. So yeah, if I do 0. For the X, and then that. Okay, so let's actually do this. Okay, so now let's actually set the offset. I want to see like does the yay. Okay, that works. Camera boundaries. Okay. I mean, technically it worked before. It's just when I changed the map formula, it just changed a couple things. Oh, we should enter a new room real quick and make sure like oh, okay. Well, what I actually can do now, the reason why it's doing that is because of I originally had like some of the offset stuff or offset boundary stuff not set to 0. I don't even think I need an offset boundary thing anymore. Actually, yeah, I don't even think I need this anymore, like the offset. So where all am I using this or setting this? I mean, I don't need it for this project since this is a tool that's going to be used for like multiple things. But I actually might not even need it for this. Yeah, so camera confiner offset bounds equals offset bounds. Yeah, okay, yeah. So yeah, I don't really need this anymore, or I don't really need the offset bounds anymore. So what I might do is I might actually just like remove it for now. Because pretty much the only place I'm actually using the offset bounds was actually inside the update active camera, and also like inside here. So let's actually just do this. We actually say your camera rounds yeah, okay, we probably don't even need that anymore. So what I can do is just have all the rectangle confiners for this one project to actually set as default. I'm going to keep the offset, so like other projects that I use this camera on can use it, because like I can use this in like the Metrovania project as well. So I'm going to keep the actual like logic for it, but for this one I actually only need to set everything to like 0. And if I actually go to like, okay, yeah, so I was making sure that was the only area that I really needed to set that on. And make sure, I want to make sure that, all right, yeah, there we go. All right. Oh, okay, so some of the access values might be a little bit off. Oh no, okay. The only reason why access value is off, it actually should only be off on certain rooms, and it's actually this room, because of the actual like drawn camera confiner. But that's okay. I just need to change that. I'm assuming if I actually do this, okay, yeah. So that's what it was. That isn't a logic thing. That was just me being a little stupid. So if you notice, I actually had this one over too much. What do I have it on here? Because I can just copy this. I just need to fix that one room. Okay, 0.5, negative 0.5. Remember, I'm gonna have to like keep that in my mind. Okay, 0.5 and then negative 0.5 for that. So let's just fix that real quick, because if I don't fix it out, I'm gonna forget. We're gonna just set this where it's actual, yeah, 0.5 and then negative 0.05, and then it needs to be 15. Yeah, there we go. That's literally it. And then 11. Yay! Make sure I also got that on like here as well. Or sorry, 13 and 11. I need 13 and 11. But anyways, I'll update these later. I don't want to do that now. I want to focus on the like. Oh, I'm a lot older. Like I may not seem like, but I'm actually like in my 30s, and to me, it's like that's also one of my childhood games. Like no joke. Like Oracle Seasons was one of my childhood games as well. What I'm basically doing, for anybody that hasn't seen, I've been recreating like Oracle Seasons, but I'm adding new stuff, quality of life stuff. For example, like if anybody played Oracle Seasons, you might remember you had to equip your own sword. Like inside an equipment slot, there was not a dedicated button to it. You literally had to sacrifice the equipment slot for your button, and that could get really messy really quickly, because that spent a lot of time of actually playing the game in your inventory menu. So one thing I did, there's actually hotkeys for like the rock feather, the sword. They don't need to be actually inside of your equipment slots now. And I'm also going to be working on a quick seed swap, so you can actually like hold a button and switch whatever seeds are currently active without actually going into the inventory menu. So I'm not trying to change like a lot of fundamental like systems. I just want to add like quality of life stuff. But yeah, I mean, like the dungeon is not the only place I've gotten. I've also gotten a little bit of Horon. I already got the dialogue system, so you can actually like talk to the NPCs. I'm trying to get the fundamental systems in first, and then I'm going to polish them. So there might be some animations that are off. There might be some actual like things that seem off. Yeah, that's just mainly because I'm currently trying to figure out like core systems first, and then I'll get everything else. But I'm almost done with the core system, so that's okay. But yeah, let's actually get to the main point of today's stream, actually implementing new items and equipment. So let's actually implement the Ember Seeds. So at the current moment, the Ember Seeds literally just drop down and they don't disappear because I just started them like 20 minutes before the stream. So let's actually fully implement them. Since the last time I streamed, I did revamp the inventory system a little bit logic-wise. It kind of just helps a few things, so that's going to be very useful. So we're actually going to make some share some of the logic with like bombs. We have like a bomb spawn instance and stuff like that. What I want to do is, instead of a bomb spawn instance, we're going to have like a spawn item instance or a spawn equipment instance instead. And we're going to use that as a shared logic. And by making a shared logic, like any item that can be stacked, like basically, you know how like ammo stacking, so like you can carry like 10 bombs, you can carry like 20 seeds, stuff like that. Any equipment that requires like item stacking and stuff like that, we'll be able to use the same logic from this class, and it will make adding new items a lot faster. So let's actually do that. Let's do equipment spawn instance. And we're gonna go here. All right. So I'm gonna close everything to the left of that. That way we are not having to focus that. And I'll also keep this up. So for the most part, I'm just having to like oh yeah, that'd be Unity editor. Let me exit debug mode inside Unity real quick. There we go. All right. So let's actually just begin. So basically the idea is like whenever you use an equipment, it spawns a prefab, and that prefab will have like whatever you need. So like the hitbox settings, the weapon damage, stuff like that. So at the current moment, like a lot of the stuff I just have inside this one class, what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to actually bring this over, and we can actually make the bombed spawn instance inherit from this equipment spawn instance. Yeah, so they were really ahead of their time, and ironically, the most advanced features of Oracle Season was the speed at which they actually switched out tiles. That's actually the most like advanced, like logical part of Oracle Seasons, and also like being able to switch out like the logical controls from like platforming to like top down. Like they managed to do a lot of stuff really well. All right. Also, we're gonna import these, so we're gonna actually move all this stuff over there, and we're also going to allow for our timer setting. Like most of the logic literally can be now shared between the seeds. So originally that was just the logic for the bomb, but now, oh no, wrong one. We need using SF. We're gonna move this here. And also move that. There we go. Yeah. So we can actually move a lot of the settings and stuff from the bomb into the core like common class. And now anytime we have equipment that needs to be spawned in, like throwing a boomerang, making a bomb spawn, stuff like that, we can actually just inherit from this, and it'll actually allow for like most logic. Oh yeah, I forgot I needed. I actually do not need this anymore. But actually, specifically for this, I actually do need that. Basically, I have it where by default, whenever the object is first spawned into the world, it actually just activates. For most items, that's actually how you would need it. So, for example, the bomb, the second you drop it, it automatically activates the timer and everything. And oh my, what? You know what? Actually, some items might not need that timer for disappearing. Okay. We might actually not need all this inside the core common class, but for the most part, it works. Like, I'm not kidding. I can actually just drag this in here, like most of this into this class and replace it. There are going to be some stuff we're going to have to actually like keep put it back in here, but we'll do that stuff in a little bit. Let's do just combat settings. I'll just do that. All right. So no joke, we could actually, yeah, that's literally, it's gonna be weird. I'll come back to this because there are a couple things I can now do inside here, specifically for bombs, but I just kind of want to see like, okay, move all that stuff for there, and there should be one. Oh yeah, I need to add the SF damageables namespace. Oh, whoops, just do this. So bear with me for like 1 second, and we're gonna have a random set of systems that we can actually use. All right, cool. So grab that. I know it seems like I pretty much just copied everything from one class to another. Yes and no. It'll be easier to show instead of explain. All right, so inside of our Ember Seed instance, let's now replace this because I was actually just showing this off. And let's actually do equipment spawn instance. So we can actually use our seed. I can actually add custom physics filters, and this is where we start adding actually new features. So what all can you burn? Well, that's what we're going to play with. So we want lanterns to burn. We want the fire to damage enemies. So what I can actually do is I can have like the lanterns or the fire pits. I forgot. I think I called them fire pits. Yeah, I did. I could actually have them as like either interactable or hitboxes. I'm actually going to just set them as a hitbox and allow them to actually interact with. I can either do projectiles or triggers and stuff like that. We're actually going to want to, I named them projectile or like projectiles. I probably should have done more than just that, but hitboxes work for now. All right, so basically what we're going to do is I'm setting the fire pit to be a, actually, yeah, just like be a hitbox. So we're actually going to just make it where when you damage the lantern, it just lights on fire. I'm not kidding. And make sure that this actually works. Okay, yeah. Is trigger because we want the fire to actually be able to like be put on walls and stuff, not just like get in it. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna say like this like the damage filter can actually go to hitboxes, not triggers. And I'm going to say ignore actually for now I don't need to ignore anything. I actually want to, yeah, we're not going to worry about ignoring it. So we're actually going to say hitbox timer. I'm going to just say, actually, how long do I don't know how long the seeds actually last. Okay, we're going to just say like a second seed spawn they can actually hit. We're going to do this. Okay, I'm going to actually go to the fire pit now. We're going to add a new component, like an actual like interactable component. And basically what we're going to do is I'm going to actually make it where there's like a set of like equipment interactions. And once I get this one equipment interactions, I actually thought about doing that. I do plan on, like I said, I was planning on changing some of the logic. I thought about like actually letting the like ember seeds actually like burn stuff. I was testing out spreading fire on one of my other projects and I actually got it working, so we might go that route. So like there's a lot of things I want to like after I get like the core foundation system actually working. There's a lot of ideas I want to test out. So I'm gonna say okay, for now I'm gonna just say light or like light activable activatable. I forgot. Actually, spelling greatest things. Light activatable. Yeah, activatable. Or I should say fire activatable. Yeah, we're gonna just say like fire activatable because I mean light it can mean a couple things. What I'm gonna do here though, I'm gonna say okay, so basically what's gonna happen, we're gonna give it a SF shape component. So my physics component that I made, and we're gonna add it. We're gonna say hitbox. Hitbox. Awake. We're gonna say if hitbox equals null, just return. For now, there are going to be more stuff I need here later on in development, but for now, I'm going to just say add a trigger callback, and I'm going to just say this, and then I'm going to have to say I trigger shape callback and do this. Yeah, we're going to do this. All right. I wanted to. I've been thinking about like what all items to do, like afterwards, and like what all like things to change. Like I'm gonna have to be very careful because I know a lot of people might be like curious and they might be like they want the original game. So what I might do is I mean it wouldn't be that hard to like just have like a little like a flag that just allows people go from the original to like a edited version of the game. Like no joke, that wouldn't be that hard. But I'm gonna have to actually like go there and oh, you wait, I wonder, did I ever make it? I thought about doing this. I don't know if I did or not. Did I ever make it where this is gonna be funny? So I don't need like damage or any like thing, but I might. What did I set for? Okay, yeah, no, never mind. I was gonna see something. We're gonna just have this be yeah, we're gonna just have this be a activatable wrapper, I guess. That way we can have like on activated and on deactivated, stuff like that. So yeah, okay, so basically on trigger begin. For now I'm gonna literally just say activated equals true. For now, gonna just fold that out for a second. Now I'm gonna say override on activation. And the reason why I'm saying making this activatable, we might have it where there's other things that can activate torches, not just like weapons. So gonna go ahead and cover that as well, like that thing. Hey Nymph, how are you doing? Hopefully you are having a wonderful day. Welcome to the stream. But my thought is like I'm gonna just make this activatable wrapper. That way maybe like it's not just Ember Siege that can activate it. Like maybe you might have it where like you kill enemies in a dark room and then once all the enemies are dead, the fire activates, stuff like that. So that's why we're gonna be able to do this. So I could have it where the fire just has like a animator. I could just like switch out the actually there's a couple things I could do. For now I'm gonna just say actually, do I already have the animation for this Dungeon Fire Pit? Okay, I'm gonna just have it switch sprites for the time being. You know, joke, I'm gonna just have it where like I'm gonna just say I'm gonna actually just copy this and say lit sprite and then unlit sprite. And literally all I'm gonna do is just make it where whenever there is like this fire is activated, it just switches out sprites. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna have to do like an animator down the line, but I'll come back and do that after a bit. I just want to actually get the logic down. Let's do render, or let's just say yeah, you know what, render settings. Oh, actually, I wonder. I have then I make like a Unity event activatables. No, I really don't want to like do that. You know what? Yeah. I was about to say I could do this with less code, like a lot less code, but then it would require me to do more setup per object inside the Unity editor, and I don't want to do that. Light. So what we can do is we can do this now. Okay, so I can have it where on activation does not equal null. And we're also say lit sprite does not equal null. And we're gonna say sprite renderer dot sprite equals lit sprite. We'll also do this. We're gonna say if also I've added a custom, like there's actual lighting in here, so there's shadows and lightings. So that is another thing that I've added as well. But that's not that bad. I'm working on God rays, but that's probably gonna come way down the line. Okay, the Sin Seeds had like really funny uses in like half the dungeons. There's actually ways to like kill certain mini bosses, like actually make them like throw themselves off like ledges and stuff. It's actually kind of funny. But yeah, for the most part, they're null. Let's see. Yeah, okay. And we'll just say like 2D dot enabled screen. And we can just do the opposite of this now for on deactivate. I'm not joking. I can literally take these. Oh, meant to just copy, not cut. I can go here. I can say false and unlit. And there we go. And well, let's see if this works. Yeah, you might see like I was testing out like the idea of like the little like statues having like light sources down here. So yeah, okay, so remove that. I was just testing out a stupid idea. Let's do light or fire activatable. I'm actually gonna put that up here. Actually, no way. Move that back down there. I just realized. Gonna grab that. We're gonna say fire, and also, whoops, I just okay, yeah, no, for a second I thought I accidentally did the wrong one. All right, let's see if this works. So wrong item. Okay, so the seed now disappears, so it's no longer internal burning fire. Yeah, most of the problems I have with the game is like Oracle, the original Oracle Seasons was just like platform limitations. Like they had limited amount of buttons and stuff like that. Also, before I forget, I'm gonna do this. Oh, that needs to be on enable. Sorry, this actually needs to be on enable before I forget. And this on disable. Yeah, we need to do this. Remove trigger by contact. There we go. Ignore that. It's just I'm no joke. I'm testing out an alpha version of Unity, so you might see random weird like errors. Don't worry about them. Just ignore them. Shape definition. Oh yeah. No, actually. Let's make sure like this is actually doing what I was expecting. Go here. Fire activatable. Let's actually go to the very bottom. I'm gonna actually fold this all out. That way I don't see it. We're gonna make sure this is actually happening and this is actually happening. All right, I'm pretty sure I know what it is. Yeah, okay. So yeah, it is. I'm gonna actually click on this and I'm going to go to the Ember Seed. I need to change the physics setting on the Ember Seed real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna have a little test real quick. What is the size of the Ember Seed? Actually, like the actual Oh, that's a huge radius. I was like, is it even touching the actual like thing? But yeah, it's 100%. Obviously, I gotta like make it where to look. Yeah, I don't have to. We don't have to worry about that problem for like performance and stuff. I'll just demonstrate this. This might be a fun thing. Um, I'll let that actually like load for a second. I don't have to worry about that. So let's do this. Okay, yeah, it is hitboxes, right? All right, it is like hitboxes, and then this is also trigger events. Whoops, I'm an idiot. My bad. Now, do you? No, it still didn't trigger it. Well, that's just not nice. Let me make sure I did the offset. Or yeah, if hitbox equals null. Okay, I was making sure that I didn't say if hitbox does not equal null, then return. Yeah, let's actually see this. Yeah, so the thing is like I like to like mess around and like try to figure out like different ways to do a lot of like performance stuff. Okay, I'll actually bring it up in like 5 minutes. I was gonna show 10,000 enemies pathfinding and actually going. So I have it where I can have like 10,000 enemies chase the player through rooms and stuff, and actually have them like follow the player without a zero frame drop. That took a while, but it was fun. I enjoy doing stuff like that. So I'll actually come back and show that in a second. But I want to make sure these suits are working. Okay, so let's see. Okay, is trigger? No. Hit events contact filter. What is this? Contact filter. I swear, did I change the? I swear I changed. Oh, okay, I know what's happening. So these dungeon fire pits are actually tiles in the tile system. So even if you change like the actual like in-game data, I actually have to go here and I actually have to change the actual like base like object. Okay, so let's do this. So I don't think I actually have like a fire pit prefab yet, do I? You. Okay, cool. That actually makes this a lot easier. Or is that just a, yeah, okay, I do. So I bet what happened was I made it. Let me make sure I'm actually in the right room. Yeah, okay. I have a feeling I just, no, there are indeed using, I just stupidly, yeah, I did, okay. Never mind, my first thought was right. So I tried setting these physics, but I actually need to set the actual prefab of the physics. That's why it's wrong. Okay, now it should work. Make sure that trigger events is on. Okay. Oh, did I just do that in play mode? Well, that's just lovely. That's okay, since I was actually editing the tiles. So now they should work. Yeah, okay. Yay, okay, that's actually meaning it works. I love how the light actually like updated, or like the light on the thing and like activated, but it didn't do the other one, but that's okay. So what I need to do now is I need to actually say fire activatable and actually put it here inside of this. So that was my bad. I was like, I forgot I made them as actual like tiles. The reason why I did them as tiles is just so I can add like easily set stuff later and basically like update one and then like make it where I can easily paint dozens of them. All right, so yay. You know, the Ember Seeds collision is super stupid big right now. Like, I'm not kidding. I have it like really big. Just so I don't have to like test out like the velocity logic, because like if anybody played Oracle Seasons, when you initially set up the Ember Seed, it slowly moves a little bit, like a couple like spots, and then it starts burn stuff. I'll do that logic, like movement logic in bit. Like I said, we're just making sure like we actually get like in like item interactions and stuff down. I'll do like the movement stuff like later. I'll also do the animations later, like because I need to go inside A Sprite and actually like set up some of the animations. So yeah. So we'll like do some more of the animations and stuff down the line, but hey, My goal is to actually make stuff work and then polish it. Yeah, I'm gonna do like a little small like glimmer as well. Like let's actually go here. So like these guys, for example, I'm actually going to edit in scene mode. That way I don't forget. This way you guys can actually see changes. So like right here, I actually have it where I can actually change like certain things. Like I actually have like volumetric settings. Yeah, so you can actually do like volumetric stuff. I could technically add shadows. I can actually enable shadows and make them actually like draw a shadow along Link. So if I actually go to like, let's actually, just demonstrate this off. Like if I actually go here and actually put Link like right here, Link does not have a shadow caster thing at the current moment, but we can easily change that. Shadow caster. I'm gonna just say casting shores. Let's do cast shadow. Yeah. And we'll do some stuff real quick here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually go back to opening these guys up. I'm gonna say cast shadows. Give them a couple seconds to do a couple like stuff. Let's actually do that, and I'm going to make this. Yeah, they're going to be like really big for a second. Sorry, okay, maybe too big. But the goal is I can actually make it where like Link starts to actually like cast a shadow and stuff like that. I'll have to like tweak the settings and actually find like what is like a good like value and stuff. But yeah, I can't do stuff like that. Actually, wait. Probably need to enter like oh, target sword layers. I was wondering, I was like, what? Let's go here, and I'm gonna click this guy. Default layer. Oh yeah, he should be like actually like casting shadow inside on Link, but he's not. I'll have to look into that because he should actually be like Link should actually be able to like have like a little like shadow and stuff. But yeah, but just for fun, I'm gonna actually go into shape editor mode, and we're gonna see like, oh yeah, he should be casting shadow. Well, that's interesting. Oh, you know what? I bet I know why. Again, warning, some stuff might not be working because I'll just say it again, I'm using an alpha version of Unity, but the plan is like not only with the glow, but like shadows and stuff. I'll be getting more of that working online. Anyways, back to equipment. ADHD brain, people, ADHD brain. Okay. There we go. I'll have to check out some things. Okay, so now since we got that going, what do we do now? Okay, so there's supposed to be a locked door here, right? Well, as you see, there's no locked door. We can't have that. There's supposed to be a locked door, so let's fix that. Let's get our little door working. And I'm going to be a lazy person because I don't want to have to like recreate one of the doors again. I'm going to go to room locked. I'm going to actually copy it, move it over here, and basically actually think it's this one, right? Okay, yeah, just making sure I'm putting this on the right one. And we're going to go to here. We're going to go here. Yeah, so we're going to have a little door here. Yeah, we're going to have a door here. I'm going to just actually center him correctly. Oh, 6.5. And do negative 0.5. And we also need to rotate him like 90 degrees. Yeah, there we go. Now we got ourselves a little door. I'm really looking forward to this week's patch of the alpha that I've been testing, because I've been testing out the alpha and like making bug reports, and let's just say there's a couple ones that slowed down development. I'm very looking forward to it. All right, so the goal is whenever these are actually both activated, it will unlock this door. So we do have like a kind of a, I do have like a room unlock system already. So if I actually go down to like the actual room controller, there's actually a room controller here, and some areas actually have like a what is it called? I forgot. Where is this one? It should be. Okay, am I blind here? Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong room. I was like, why? Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, so yeah, we have like a room cleared and a room entered. So like whenever you enter certain rooms, like it'll lock the doors behind you, stuff like that. And then we can actually like say on different conditions, like to do certain things. Well, now we need to have it where certain things happen, like whenever you like light two torches, if they're both lit, activate them. So how do we do that? So reason why I did activatable wrapper here, I can also have it where there's a activatable or like a lit controller, like a room lit controller, and basically say like, hey, every torch in this room is lit now, you can do something. I actually have something similar for the actual like this room here where there's like a delayed lock. Whenever you enter a room, all the doors lock, and then there's like a room door based system that actually allows you to say, hey, whenever this is like block is moved, unlock all of them. So we're going to be kind of doing something like that. So I'm actually going to go in here and I'm going to actually say fire or like a fire. I think I called them like fire pit, so I'm going to say fire lit rooms. Yeah, I'm going to just say that. And basically, we're going to actually go in and add logic to say, hey, once all these torches are like lit on fire, open the door. We want in. Also, treasure chests already do work. I just need to make the animation for like whenever he actually grabs them. Okay, I really don't like that Yinzi. I have like always keep like debug mode on whenever developing inside IDE just in case I notice something or it picks up something. But sometimes Unity is just wonky, like there's a bug, but I can't complain. I'm the one that chose to have fun with an alpha, so hey. Anyways, let's do, okay, firelit room. So inside this firelit room, well, what do? We can say door. I'm actually gonna say interactables. I'm gonna just say door room base, and what that will do, I'll actually like show that it will actually do a couple things. The door based room script allows me to basically set up a couple objects, link them to a door, and then also have that door. Okay, mute and resume. Because every time I literally enter play mode, I don't want to see that. Oh wait, do I have to make sure this is it? Oh, yeah, I don't. That's an optional thing. I don't need to do that. And yeah, okay, cool. Just making sure. Door event controller, door activation. Yeah, activatable event handler. Also, I'll need to do that on here as well. Actually, wait, did I make this where it in here does that? No. All right, so I just need to do this now. Gonna set this up. No, my biggest weakness when streaming is like I don't know like would be like greatest way to like say things or like do stuff or like when I should say stuff non-public buffer hides. Oh yeah, this actually needs to be public now since I'm. Oh, you know what? So whenever I did this, since this is actually interfaced now, this actually yeah, this actually needs to be slightly different. Okay, so what we can actually do, I can do this. If I actually go here, I want to try something. I'm going to do a slightly different thing I want to see. Interactable switch. Okay, yeah, public, activatable wrappers. Yeah, and I'm assuming that activate it. Okay, I might actually need to change that to activatable, but we'll find out. So yeah, we might have to change that just a little bit. Actually, what I can do this. So saying that I can say activatable Unity event wrapper. So I just got to change a couple things for a second because our activatable event handler, yeah, not Unity. I was like, wait a second, that doesn't sound right. The reason why I'm doing this is this will actually open up a little bit more like customization for rooms. And what I can do here, I can just take this up and I can say, actually, no, that's actually a good spot for them. I can actually say on activation, I'll say on activation handler dot invoke. That way we can also have extra logic for this now. Also it gives me allows me to have logic for like resetting the torches as well. One second. I have a reptile needs like climbing range. What do you have fun there? Fine. Oh, 1 second. I just gotta hand something to my reptile. He likes to climb weird places. Hey, Renekton, what's up, buddy? You having some problems there? Where are you climbing? Good. There you go. All right. There you go. All right, I'm back. I just had to help my little buddy out. Yeah, so I just realized. Okay, yeah. Wait, oh yeah, because if I try to say override here, okay, fun fact. So because I'm actually saying activatable event interface, and this is actually public. Wait, how did I get around? I got around this with this one, didn't I? Okay. I like how it's actually letting me do it for the activatable. Okay, I gotta check this. This is one weird thing out because it actually is letting me. Oh, because activatable whenever I set it up, like it didn't actually have like these actual like methods. Okay, I see why. I was like, because like the activatable wrapper was like okay with me having the on activate and so forth. So I could do this a couple different ways, but I can actually just have these be virtual as well. Actually, can I have them just as I should be able to just do this, or is it going to yell at me as well? Yep, no. Interfaces, fun little things. What all is currently implementing this? Because if I'm thinking correctly, I might need to change this just a little bit. Oh yeah, I should be able to change this just a little bit. So what I might end up doing is just saying, hey, let these be set up, and then say protected over here. Yeah. It's not gonna let me. Yes, no matter what, it's gonna force like the activatable because I have them like in here. You know what? That is. You know what? That's actually okay. You know what? That's actually okay. What I can actually just do, I can actually just or no, keep those there, but actually remove this from like here. I can actually just do that, and oh yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, so I had to redo some logic. Okay, the reason why we did that now is instead of saying like the fire pit is like just eye activatable, we can actually now have like the ability to also like reset, deactivate, and activate other stuff. So it kind of does add some new stuff for like functionality that we could do. So I can actually go to here. Basically, the idea is this: we have the door, and as the door, like we can basically have the door have a way to like control like the fire activatable stuff. I love how I told it to mute and it still runs. Thank you, JetBrains. Maybe instead of saying fire activatable, maybe this would better be called like controller, but we'll work on that. Sorry, I was trying to think of like a better way to do this, but I guess this might be the best way. Okay. Or sorry, fire lit room. So now I can actually do this. So we can actually go here and tell this room to actually be it. Yeah, all right, I think I got like an idea of how this needs to be done. Maybe not the best way to do it, unfortunately, but it's better than just sitting here twiddling my thumb thinking of like the perfect solution. Sometimes it's not getting the perfect solution, it's actually just managing to like figure out like what would be okay like a solution. And that's honestly like okay whenever you're developing, as long as you don't make it like super like rough. So what I can actually just do is I can have like a actual, I can actually use like the what's it called, the actual like dungeons thing. Yeah, I can actually just do this. We'll just do this. So let's do that, and this one will actually be fire. I don't even think I need this one at all, like anything on this door at all, because if I actually do it this way, I can just and yeah, I could just enable the door or disable the door. Yeah, this is gonna be how we do it. Okay, I'm gonna actually make it where it's harder to select certain things, because like I'm trying to select like the actual room. And I want to see if I actually stop this. Like, does it still let me? Okay, no, because damn. Oh yeah, so. Oh well. Oh, actually no, that does work. I can just click on the walls instead if I want to select it. Makes it a little bit easier because I keep trying to select certain things and then it's just like no. All right, I got it. I got how we're gonna do this. This is gonna be a little bit easier now since I figured stuff out. I think I have like a door open and close sound, so we're gonna just do that. No, yeah. This is one of the fun things about like trying stuff live, is just trying to figure out like how things are actually done. Oh, you know what? So here's the fun thing. Okay, yeah, that is actually a fun thing. Okay, so if we actually go to a firelit room, this might actually be okay, yeah, so door vent controller is okay. Yeah, we might actually have to change this just a little bit, but that's okay. So what we'll actually do is I'll just actually have it where like the yeah, you know, no, this works perfect. This works actually perfect. So what I'm gonna have to do is have it where whenever the fire pits are actually lit, yeah, I'm gonna change this up now. Sorry, I should have thought about this like off stream, but you know what, that's okay. I'm gonna do it where public int, actually, yeah, we're gonna do probably, let's do public int torches in room or like fires in to light. Yeah, this is how we'll do it. And basically what we're gonna do is like we're gonna have it where whenever like each fires actually has its own activation event handler run, we're gonna have it add to like +1 to the lit fires. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, yeah, no, I got it. I got it. There's other ways to do it, but I'm trying to avoid other certain ways to do it. But no, this actually might be like perfect. I might actually not have it list to or like a yeah, I might actually have this not inherit from door like a room door base. I was trying not to have to like write more logic, but I think it's actually be better this way. So I'm gonna actually keep some of this. So what we're gonna do, this is gonna actually inherit from mono behavior. I'm gonna actually do this. Actually, I'm going to just make it where we have our like fire objects. Yeah. Sometimes trying to make a foundation system can't match everything. It's okay. I was trying to make like one script to rule them all, but you run into cases eventually where it just doesn't work. Fire activatables. Activatables. I'm going to just say equals new. And basically what's going to happen is, let's say awake. What we're going to do is like no, we're gonna just say okay, well, let's actually just say like fire activatables. Did I set it as equipment? Why is that equipment? Interactables. I was like, wait a second, what? Anyways, ignore that. Yeah, so fire activatables, and what we're gonna do is like for each fire activatable. Actually, let's do a for loop, that way we don't have to like spawn new instances count. And what we're going to basically do is on they should have on activation, yeah, like we're going to say like on activation handler, and we're going to just say on activation handler dot reason why it's not letting me oh, needs to be this. I just realized yeah, I actually don't need this one. I need this one. There we go. I was like, wait a second. So now it should be like on. Okay, seriously. So you should be able to still register to them. Like even if it's like their events here, you should still be able to like register to them and everything. And yeah, okay, you should be able to. Okay. Why is it not letting me actually tell since? Why are you actually not letting me do it? Because oh, I'm so stupid. Okay, yeah, I'm still recovering. You can tell I'm still tired. You can tell I'm still tired. I'm an idiot. I forgot to do the ignore that. I'm an idiot. I just a month long of like spinal taps and like blood tests and stuff. You get super tired. This is only like day 6 of me not being poke prodded anymore. So I'm still like recovering. I was like, why am I not able to do this? Okay, yeah. So on fire activated. Yeah, okay. So basically what's going to happen is like, I'm not kidding. We're just going to say, probably do something like this. I know it seems weird that we are going to have like 2 ones. Fires or lit fires, and I'm gonna just say make sure that's set to that. We're gonna say plus plus, and we're gonna say if lit fire greater than or equal to fire slight, we're actually going to actually say open the door. So we're actually going to open the doors now. So let's actually go here, and I'm going to say private list. I'm going to say do game objects. And just in case like one room has multiple doors, I'm going to say game object doors to open. And we're going to just do that. And I'm going to just say if that. So we're actually going to open the doors. I'm going to say for doors open, and we're going to just say enable, or let's say yeah. We're going to just say like yeah, activate it, I guess. Trying to do. Yeah, I love how like certain intelligence will actually say, hey, actually we can actually just do this. That way we don't need like extra pair of parentheses. Okay, so now we're also going to say like the complete opposite. So like on fire, deactivate it. So like if you have like a timer, so like you know how like some like fire pits in Legend of Zelda games, like they run out of time. If a fire is deactivated, well, I mean, just I'm not kidding. That's all we do. For now, that's all we do. Oh, actually, you know what? If their doors are already open, close them. And I'm gonna go ahead and make it where like instead of just automatically assuming there's like the same amount of torches is required for to open a room as there are actually in the room. That way, if you want to make it where there's 3 torches room, but you only need to like 2 of them to open a door, you can do that. Actually, I could actually think of a couple of puzzle things. So yeah, I could actually think of a couple like ideas for like puzzles. But if our fire amount of fires that are lit in a room are less than the amount of fire to light requirement, then do that. Also, I need to say I need to change that. That should be fires to light. But yeah, there we go. We're also gonna say we need to say on fire deactivate it. Yeah, okay. Now we're getting somewhere. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so let's see if this works. And now we have like a variable like fire like system. And the reason why I did it this way is because now you might not want torches. You might have something else to that lights or that needs to be lit. This allows you to actually add like your own stuff. Oh, whoops, wrong one. I was grabbing the wall torches. I was like, wait a second. Wait a second. I'm going to say 2. We're going to see. And we're also going to say door 1. I have no idea if this is... I'm going to make sure my logic is not too far off. Let's see. Whee. Okay. I feel like let's make sure on fire deactivate it. Oh, also set it on enable. I actually need this to go to on enable, private void on disable, and we're gonna say just remove this from that list. Yeah. But let's also make sure, okay, so on enable, blah, 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 for each one. Yeah, okay, plus, so fire activation, blah, blah. Lit fire equals, yeah, we're gonna make sure this looks good. Yeah. So we should have ember seeds. I mean, I know there's one other thing I need to do, but I want to check this out real quick. So let's go here. All right, fire pits. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. Let's actually add a thing real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna actually enter and re-exit. All right, yeah. So okay, so it is actually running this. Oh yeah. All right. Oh, whoops. And see, that's why you gotta remember to have certain symbols. I forgot the equal sign. Or no, that's actually correct. Okay, 0, 2. No, that's actually right. Wait a second. That was actually right. Do. Oh yeah, so first fire is being lit. Okay, so it's gonna return. All right, so second, I lit both fires at the same time, so +1. Now it should be 2. Okay, so yeah, okay, so this should run. How many doors to open? Yeah, 1. Oh, okay. I see what went wrong. Opening the door requires you to actually like or no wait, no, that was right. Yeah. Hmm. No. Yeah. So set door equals true, and then set this one to false. Why is that? Let's see. I might have accidentally like dragged in the wrong door. That could be it. Do. Huh. Huh. I like how one torch was lit, but not the other torch. I need some context for that one. All right, so yeah, this should return. That's true. All right. And like this one. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, yeah, so I just accidentally like had the yay. Okay, cool. Okay. So first off, I need to go in here and I need to actually make those do not need to be did I wait, are those, I thought those were tiles. Wait a second. Did I not? I thought I set them as tiles. I might not have set those as tiles. Interesting. Anyways, oh, I don't need 2 of those. When I applied a prefab, I literally added the other one. Oh, okay. I'm just trying to figure out why sometimes like the one sprite actually turns on, the other one doesn't. Yeah, whatever. That's okay. That is a-okay. So another thing is, oh yeah, I need to set these as obstacles I need to set these as obstacles as well. Okay, I need to like hide this contact filter thing because a couple of times I've actually forgotten that that's the calculated one and not like the overall one. And I think that might be where I'm getting a little bit of issue. Yeah, there we go. And then make sure oh my god, obstacles. Okay, they should be obstacles. All right, and I even like went into here. Come on. Yeah, categories is obstacles. Contact. Oh, let's do this. All right, there we go. Yay. I was like, what? All right, then you shouldn't be able to activate this. I haven't added the boss key to this one yet, as far as I know. Okay, yay, we can go to the next area thing. I'm sorry, I don't know. Well, I do know what's happening. So fun fact, some of the treatments and stuff failed. I was getting medically. and it, like during the recovery period, they said cognitive decline and brain fog. Yeah, I can tell that. I can tell that very well. There's some things I normally would be able to like instantly get done, and it takes like me 5 or 10 minutes. I'm just like, why? All right, so let's check out this chest real quick. I'm gonna actually check it out and see like make sure I got everything in it. Do 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 do. Set that up. Oh, that needs to be interactable. That's why I accidentally set it as trigger, not interactable. Okay, so now we should be able to grab this chest, right? Wrong. I see how this is. Oh, I didn't add. Let's see. Trigger begin. Input check. Check. Categories interactable. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Do. Yeah. Huh. Okay. Make sure. Context. Triggers check. Interactable. Trigger event. Okay, so Nani. Oh, okay, I know this chest works. Interactable player check. Blah blah blah. Oh wait, I just realized. Do I have this on? Yeah. There we go. I was like, wait a second, why is this on trigger begin as well? Okay, so yay! So we can pick up. Okay, so ember seeds can start fires now on some objects. Door like burnt like doors that require like ember seeds to actually like open can now be open. Again, not focusing on polishing, making it looking perfect. I want to get functionality done, and then we'll go from there. That's the important thing right now. We'll work from there as well. Okay, make sure I didn't break the rubies picking up. Oh my gosh. Enemies still move, yeah. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna actually fix that real quick because that's something I was planning on fixing earlier and I forgot to. I end up having to like go away doing that. Okay, let me actually open up the stall flows real quick. And actually do that sprite blink and set this up. And we're gonna say if you know what, try to get component out. Out. Let's do sprite blink dot sprite render. There we go. That way I don't have to manually set that. Yeah, so like today is literally just like getting low-hanging fruit and like changing stuff. I think I have like 2 or 3 more days of like getting like changes to like the base system, and then I can actually start making it look nice. Because right now it just looks awkward. It really does. Like there's no go boomies when enemies die, stuff like that. There's no like interesting stuff like. There's just so much I gotta actually do. It's gonna be fun times. I mean, granted, the boss actually has animations. That's weird. I just realized this. I actually worked on the animations for the boss before doing normal enemies. I don't know if it was like ADHD board moment, but yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna actually walk through from the very beginning of the dungeon, and I'm gonna just see like if everything is like doable now. For the most part. So yeah, we start from here. So you can walk through the doors. You can push this block. I just made where you just touch it for now. Kill enemies. Like I said, polishing later. Kill enemies. Okay, they dropped the key. Check. Get that fun little like weird. Oh yeah. I actually need to make it where this door is actually a default Actually, wait, when did that door... I gotta check something. Because that door shouldn't have locked that fast. Huh. I just realized. Look how, why is this one locked? Why did that one lock? Okay, so, hold on. So, So there are a set of doors that are also activating when they're wrong. Or let me double check the hitbox. All right, let's see. Find references and scene. Okay, check. Oh, okay. So I forgot to actually, one second. We actually need to clear that. I just copy and paste, like I just copied the game object over from one room to another. That one actually needs it. I was like, what? What? There we go. There we go. I was so confused. I was like, huh? Yep, okay, there we go. So it wasn't a bug or, well, okay, it wasn't like a coding bug or anything. I just forgot to remove one thing. Okay, so I can interact, I can open door. Now it locks, yeah. So got to kill the enemies. After killing enemies, they blink, die, chest spawns. Yay! I haven't done the minecart yet. I'll do that later. So basically, like doors locked, gotta go hit to the lever. Go through here. Go here. I need to make the animation for the actual like switch to like actually go, but that does open that. You can open the chest, get bombs. Technically, I just made it where I have like bombs default inside my inventory. I still need to do some corner pixels. Press this should open that chest. With that chest open, I get that key. And I should be able to bomb this wall now. Yes, I have all the blade traps turned off just for testing purposes. And then I should be able to actually go here. Open this door with key. Yep, there we go. These guys should spawn. And yay. Oh, wait, that was weird. Okay, so we're starting to have, okay, yeah. So we're actually getting to a point where like I can actually go for the entire dungeon. Also, make sure I can exit dungeon. Yeah, I just have it where he just like spawns because I was testing out like some stuff to the right. So like he spawns in a random area. But yeah. Okay, cool. And yay, actually looks like a prototype now. Yay, that feels weird saying that. Okay, anyways, well, now since we got like most of the stuff down, I'm gonna actually finish up the logic for like the dungeon 1, and most of the logic I did here actually now works for other places. So for example, like I'm gonna, yeah, actually that should already work because I've actually set that up. Gonna push that. I need to make it where those only be pushed up. Yeah, no, I forgot. I need to actually do that real quick. So I need to go to this room real quick, and I need to add a fire room. And I'm going to just add a couple the fire pits real quick. Then lock this, that way I can actually like drag them in here. Oh yeah, I don't know why I just put default ones. I could have just did that. Oh, come on. Here we go. Why did it duplicate them? Did I have them both selected? I do. Like I said, brain not all the way here, but that's okay. All right, small. That's actually not a small key door, but hey. All right, go back to that room. Test real quick. And then I can, I think, I'm going to be honest, after, I was going to say like maybe 2 more days, of like stuff. Oh yeah, I need to make it where just so the sword technically has a certain trigger on it. I need to disable that one. Don't have the boss key yet, so can't go further. Also, I do have myself like immortal just for testing purposes. Fun times of mental fogness. All right, so yeah, I'm not even gonna bother with you guys. All right, should be able to go in here. Should be able to pick up the boss key. Like I said, the animations will come later. I just want to make sure the logic actually works, but I should now be able to like just go through everything. I don't know if I should keep the lights where you like light them once and then that's it. I'm not even going to worry about that. Picking up that chest, I want to make sure that this works. Oh, one second. Key. Lock key door. Go for there. Yeah, just copy component. Go for here. Paste component. Paste component as new. Boss door. I'm gonna just cheat real quick. I want to just like yep, just go in here and have the key, grab the key, yoink myself all the way over here. Yoinky. Boss key door. Wait, I said this as I thought I said this as. Yeah, dungeon item type, boss key door. Let me go check the dungeon data. I should have a boss key. I don't know why I had two, but okay. Let me go and check. Obstacle. Oh yeah, interactable. Let's do player and enemies. Actually, that way enemy doesn't go for here. I just want to test the skin. Yeah, okay. I just need to do that. Okay. So yeah, I just need to set that to interactable, and then we're good. Actually, don't need obstacle, but I'll keep that. So I'm gonna just make sure this again. I'm gonna just like grab the boss key, yoink him all the way over here, and then yeah, okay. So we have the logic where you can actually open all doors now. I think combat and actually making the gameplay actually polish is actually the next thing. Because like I mean I can kill certain enemies, I can like do damage and stuff. But and like yeah, I just need to make it look good. But it makes me feel very happy knowing I can get through all of the actual like areas now. That's a huge thing. Yeah, cool. I'm gonna end the stream here. I literally just want to like figure out some of the logic for some of this. I know it's short stream, but it's also super hot, and I have to keep my door shut. That way, like I can keep the dogs out from, or they'll bark like constantly, and yeah, it's just rough. So I might be back later. I might actually stream and do more after my. I do have one more business meeting today. After that meeting, I will. I might do more. But I do gotta. I got everything done and everything, but I do like to spend this a little bit, you know, doing some more like just testing before meetings and stuff. I've already tested, you know, I'm not like doing like last minute testing. I've already tested, but you never know. I just want to make sure I got more stuff prepped and everything. But thank you all for joining. Thank you, Uberlever and Nymph and everyone else that joined. Short streams, I got a lot done. Actually, yeah, we really did get a lot done. Now, since I think about it, you can spawn Ember Seeds. Ember Seeds can actually interact with stuff now. Like we actually can make it where anything can be interacted with the Ember Seed. We have it where like rooms can now have like events for like lighting torches. Fixed a camera. That bothered me the most. even though I knew like that simple would be fix like this fix would be simple, I just haven't had time to do that. Boss door, can it be open now? Yeah. Honestly, yeah, okay. Saying all that, it may seem we stumbled a lot, but we actually did get a crap ton done. And it doesn't just work for the first dungeon, that works for every dungeon. Woo, yeah. By the time I make it to the next set of dungeons, most of the logic I'm doing here actually will work for almost all dungeons. So hey, I'll pretty much just have to like put into art and actually drop in the enemies, and yeah. But I'm calling it. I'm gonna make lunch, and because I literally only ate a can of like half can of kidney beans, that way like I wasn't like super starving, but I need to actually make food. So I'll come back and actually focus on combat later, because from here on out I'm gonna start polishing stuff, because I've been just making sure like just getting things working, but now we're gonna actually like polish and do stuff. I still find it funny that I actually get the boss animations before I've done anything else really. It was still a weird ADHD moment. Hey Tech Dave, how are you doing? I don't know if you I don't know if you actually, you know what, since a couple more people are jumping in chat, I'll stay a little bit longer. But like for anybody wondering what I've managed to get done, I actually got it where like I could spawn ember seeds. Not the greatest looking. I just wanted to make sure like they actually could work. But I actually got like the final set of the base equipment system going, so I can actually, you know, do stuff. I got it where I can actually like open doors based on like setting torches, so I actually have interactable like event switches for that stuff. Fix the camera boundary thing, and also improve a little bit more of the different customizable event systems. So only hour and 30 minutes or so, but it's still like still got, oh yeah, we can also open the chest and get the boss key now. Granted, people aren't going to be spawning with the seeds. Actually, you'll have to like go all the way up and actually like go through the actual like dungeon rooms and everything. Yeah, I will be streaming more later tonight, like later today. For reference, I got a business meeting in about an hour and a half, and I was going to eat real quick. I got a meeting for the RPG project I've been doing, like working on or aiming to get more done for it, let's just say. But yeah, I'm gonna eat, and then I want to do some extra testing for the project before my meeting. I've already tested a lot. I already tested a little bit. Well, not a little bit. I spent hours testing it, but I want to do. There was a couple things I wanted to polish right before our meeting. But yeah, I'll do more later. I'll be focusing on combat when later today for the second stream, because like I've been doing like random like testing of character movement stuff. Do you know, for anybody seeing any of the streams, warning for anybody that may think like, oh, like some of his stuff may seem like it may seem simple at first. Just remember, my entire project is burst compiled, so I had to do a lot of like weird things, like even the physics context, like that's burst compiled, like pushing the switch and everything. And like enemy movement is actually burst compiled, and even the calculating the camera balance and stuff, like there's actually a calculate half height frustrum here that's actually burst compiled. So if anybody's wondering like why it takes a little bit for me to get a couple things down, I'm literally just creating the foundation system. Not publisher, no. So I'm meeting I do freelance contracting. I'm actually aiming to actually just go back to studio. I used to work for like actual studios. Like I've actually used to work for like Sony partnered studios. They actually would help like fund indie studios, and I used to like work for one of the studios that they were partnered with, and went back to freelancing. But I'm actually going to be aiming to go back to working for a studio. But before I do that, got a contract. Well, I got a new contract. Well, I'm trying to think. You know what? Screw it. I had to think for a second. Basically, I'm going back to like my old studio I used to work for. I actually officially started like last week. So if anybody's like seen like the old studio that I worked for like years ago, like I used to travel a lot and actually go to studios. Basically, what it is like I worked for a contracting company, and studios would ask them to contract us out. So they might need a web developer, they might need a physics specialist, or like stuff like that. I worked for the contracting company, and basically I got contracted to different teams and stuff that either needed someone to make them a dialogue tool, a custom editor tool, or needed someone to work on a project for a certain amount of like months or like the entire span. I've literally had some contracts do 2 years before for some games. So basically, the company I work for basically helps studios find contractors like myself. And I'm basically meeting with someone for a contract. I can't say what I'm doing for the contract or who they are, though. That is NDA. But yeah, so can't say that part. Basically, all the projects I usually stream are just me testing out new features. Like I think the last stream, if I remember right, the last stream was testing out buoyancy and water physics using Archimedes principle and some wind physics stuff that Unity introduced. Also, no kidding, Unity 2D physics now has wind input and buoyancy input. So there's actually like a new, like actual like wind lift and water lift built into Unity's physics core 2D module. But I'm gonna go. I'll be back probably. I'm gonna say like 4 or so hours, maybe less, maybe that. It might be a little bit longer or less. I'm assuming it's actually gonna be less. But I think now since I got like the foundation for this done, it's time for me to actually make it play well. It runs well. Like the performance is really good. I can spawn 1,000 enemies and have 0 frame drops. I'm not kidding, 0 frame drops. I think I actually released a video demonstrating my system in 3D where I could spawn 10,000. Or actually was it 50,000 enemies and have 0 frame drops. But so what I mean by like run well, I mean like it looks good to players, you know, have those visual feedback, the audio feedback, get animations in, make the controls feel a little bit better. So that kind of stuff. Because at the current moment, since I got a lot of the foundation stuff in, I could do 80% of every game's dungeon right now without doing new code. Like no joke, with the tools I've already done, I can do almost every dungeon right now without any new code being written because of the tools that I've been working on. I just need to polish them. So once I get done polishing the combat, I literally can just throw together like half the game within a couple days. It does look smooth, but there's a couple things that are a little like here and there. Hitboxes need improved a little bit. Like also I want to add like a visual. Wait a second. Hold on. I just realized something. Where'd my boom booms go? Where's my boom booms? Nani? Okay, my boom. Okay, that sounds weird. I know, but I had enemies dropping a bomb on, or like when they died, they actually death. Where did he? Okay, I was like Okay, before I go, I need to check this out real quick because I actually, okay, yeah, depth particles. Yeah, depth particles is still there. Animation. Do. Oh, whoa, I just realized the animator tool got some of the changes. Wait a second. Hold the thought. Wait a second. It's a simple change. Oh yeah, I forgot they moved the UI toolkit to the what's it called or they moved the animation systems to the UI toolkit. Oh yeah, that actually explains why it feels a little bit better. All right, the last thing I check before I go. I want to know why my skeletons are not going boom boom. I know this sounds weird, but like I had it where whenever they died, like they should be spawned. That was literally working a couple days ago. All right, where are you guys? Let's get one of these little suckers real quick. Okay. Yeah, so walking. And then hmm. All right. Oh, okay. The one I selected is the only one I didn't kill. Nice. Why? Oh, I know why. No. I know why. I forgot. Because all right. I'm gonna change this real quick because before I forget, because knowing my luck, I'll literally forget about it before or later. First off, let's actually have like the death timer duration elapse let's set that to 2.5. He's literally like the game objects just like actually being disabled before like the particle system actually affect or not. I see how this is. Oh wait, how did this that should be, yeah, okay. The sprite or the sprite command for blinking got set to fully transparent. Okay, well, that's part of the problem, but not all of it. Anyways, whatever. We'll be back. So, yeah, so I have a delay like on like death, so enemies don't die instantly. That way, if I want them to like play animation or something, they can. But yeah, for some reason, it's not going to the dead mode. I probably, since I was changing stuff, I probably, if I actually go to like their kill thing, I probably did this. Actually, I'm gonna not start the sprite blinker. I'm going to actually do this instead, where yeah. Okay, yeah, here it is. So that's what it was. All right, I know what it is. It was the changes to the custom character renderer component. So if I actually go here inside of here, I bet if I go into the actual like update animation parameters, I go to def animation, okay, dead. Yeah, that's actually okay. So that's not playing. Anyways, I won't make you guys suffer through my debugging section. But I'm pretty sure I know what the problem is. It actually involves like a hash state. For anybody that doesn't know, Unity allows you to actually create hash states, like strings to hash, for your animators. So whenever you say like animator, like play hash and so forth, you can actually do that for better performance. Like you can actually improve your performance doing that. I'm pretty sure if I I can actually confirm my suspicion right now. If I actually go here and I'm gonna just shove link into this room, I bet. Go here. Oh no, we want to go here. Yeah. Let's actually make it where we're actually, yeah, let's put that there. Okay, so if I actually go there, yep, that's what it is. Okay, so this should have triggered. This should have triggered. So what I'm assuming what happened is his character status is not like, or his character state didn't get updated. So if I actually like click here and lock onto him, I can actually see that his character status probably did not get updated. So if I go to character state, character status live, and it's this one right here. So if I actually go up here and kill him, oh no, his character state, what? His character status is indeed being set. So it could be a race condition. No, I have this in the late update. Never mind. It's not. Well, we'll find out why. But basically, for some reason, characters, the actual like character state right here is not matching the character is dead. That's a fun thing. That's something I'll do. I'll test off screen. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I am gonna go now. I'll be back in a few hours after my meeting. Take care, everyone, and have a good day, Dave. Flavor. Again, I'm so sorry if I'm saying that name wrong. And thank you guys for chatting. You guys take it easy. I'll be back later.